Here we go again. One overnight of being bummed. I can to myself avoid deciding cancel plans with everyone I know. Cause this is how it always ends. Our bond will break cause you can't relate to anyone.
Welcome back to the GSL. I'm Tasteless, and with me is Artosis, and we have a big announcement to make.
Please make it, Tasteless.
John has made it to the Silver League. He's number one in the Silver League.
He's going to be gold soon, man.
So he's going to be gold.
I tell you, in about a year, he's going to be like
he's going to be
number
in
one
the
diamond.
booth. He's going to be in the booth. They're going to be casting him in the finals.
Guy learns fast. He had never played when he started here.
Yeah,
so. He's
already silver.
Yeah,
it's actually a big accomplishment. I mean, I know we got people from all different ranks here watching us today. I do like how the system of putting players in buckets, the laddering system like that.
Yeah, a lot of people complained about it, but it's actually a really good idea.
Well, it's nice because, when I played on an I-Cup, even if you get to a high rank, like when I finally got to A-, I'm like, oh, well, I'm still – there's so many Koreans ahead of me that, it doesn't feel the same. Whereas if you see yourself in a list of 100 people – it tricks me into thinking I'm really good. But, no, seriously, it's a very big moment for John. Most of the other guys down here that work at GOM TV are actually Diamond players.
Yeah, the referee, a couple of the commentators on the Korean side, a couple of commentators
all
on the
commentators on the English side are Diamond.
Yeah.
All two of them. And actually, even our subs are Diamond. Except for Jason Lee.
No.
He'd be gold.
He'd be gold.
Yeah,
right around there.
Right around there. So our next match today, we have Libero Prime against Next Genius. Next Genius is no easy opponent.
No, he is sick good. This guy is
really
actually
good.
someone who could win this tournament.
Yeah. He won BlizzCon.
Yeah.
Casted by Tasteless Artosis.
Made top 8 last season.
Yes.
First season he lost in the first round. Everyone was really happy because everyone knows that this guy is truly one of the best players in the world.
And if there's a Protoss that's going to get far, it's probably going to be this guy.
Yeah.
Now, let's not take away from Libero Prime. Prime is a very good team as well, and Libero is a very good player. However, I do have to say there is a favorite here and an underdog.
Yeah. I mean, it's a TVP. It's the maps, Metalopolis, Zelanaga Caverns, Shakuris Plateau. They're good maps.
It's a good lineup.
Sometimes Protosses don't like Zelnaga for PVT. It can be pretty hard when they put that planetary up on the gold to really, hit it, going through those little chokes and stuff, or coming up around the side where you can get flanked. Yeah, it's kind of like a wide open place, hard to do it. But anyways, I think it's going to be a really good match.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
No doubt at all about that. I really can't wait to see what Next Genius is going to come up with, what he's going to throw into this game. Next Genius and OGS Inca are the two Protoss players from Korea that I really tend to focus on. But of course, OGS Inca's actually been knocked out before even make it to the round of 64. It's a big blow to OGS.
That's okay, though. He's
to
going
IR as well.
He's actually going to DreamHack this weekend.
That's true.
Yeah.
So that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
DreamHack, awesome Swedish tournament. By the way, we have a Swedish player down here as well.
That's right. He's going to be playing soon.
I saw him walk into the studio. Got a chance to talk to him real fast out there. So it's going to be very exciting. He's going to be our last series to cast. Can't wait to do that.
Yeah.
I think we're going to introduce the players in just a moment here. So let's get ready for that. Brace yourself. Here they are. Well, that's not him. That's the race he plays. And there is Libero Prime.
And, this guy, it's his first GS. A little bit harder for Genius. Little hiccup there.
You go. That'd be terrible if you actually did get the hiccups in this cast.
That would be bad. Oh, my.
Hope that never happens to me.
I have to make John scare me. Make him go away.
So, Libero Prime, not the favorite here, but certainly from a very good team.
Yeah, he's a very good
talented player. Yeah,
there's no question about that.
He could still win this.
Prime has such a strong and diverse lineup of players to practice with.
Big fan of the Marauder as well. Very good Marauder control.
Yep.
It's true.
It's true.
Now we're going to have our next player over here, Next Genius.
I once met a three-toed sloth with good Marauder control.
Really?
Yeah. Shows you how hard that is.
Marauders are pretty good.
Yeah.
There's Next Genius. Pretty gutsy to name yourself a genius. Or as our screen says...
NSP Genius?
Yeah, NSP Genius.
Anyways.
He's Next Genius.
The guy, he's Code S. He's great. Won BlizzCon. Top 8 last season. Thought he was going to win last season. Even though he was the last Protoss left. He lost to a lot of build orders, basically. You get the wrong side of the build order like every game.
Yeah.
Against, I believe it was Into the Rainbow.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly.
I think that's correct.
Yeah. So
cast in so many of these games now,
that does happen in PvT from time to time. Sometimes you have to mix it up and not make a robo.
Yeah.
Or you become too predictable, and then they just happen to go Cloak Banshee, and you're like, oops.
Oh, no. I think he's probably going to play a little bit safer this time around. He was confident. I did get the chance to talk to him for like only a minute in between one of the breaks earlier, and he is confident. He said he's going to win it again this time.
He's actually one of the most confident players. One reason I really do like that guy. Yeah, he's just like, no, I'm going to win. I'm really good. Protoss is the best race. Yeah. Stuff like that, goes against the norm.
So let's take a look at the maps now. We have Metalopolis, Xel'Naga Caverns, and Shakura's Plateau on for this lineup here. Those are pretty stable maps.
I like these
PvT.
maps for the matchup. I think that Protosses do like to play Shakuras against Terran. So we're going to have to see what our Terran player can come up with there. But of course, Xel'Naga can be very hard for Protoss versus Terran. Metalopolis, though, people pretty much agree, man. It's basically the best map. I really like it. I definitely think it's one of my most fun maps. Some of my very best games have been played there.
Yeah.
Definitely a very fun map to play.
It's a really good map. So momentarily, both players are asking to start the game. So when our Korean commentators are ready, we're going to get this going.
Yeah.
Right away.
I can't wait, man.
The countdown started. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. We're going to see Next Genius play. The Protoss Hope himself. Will he make it to the round of 32? We're going to find out here. This is the GSL, and we're going to get this game going. So get ready. Brace yourself. Put your seatbelts on. Over here, in the red, our Terran player from the Team Prime. He is the one, the only.
Libero Prime win.
And I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, but there's several fans showing up to cheer him on, as well as teammates.
Yeah, pretty good turnout for being so early in the day.
In the blue over here, the winner of BlizzCon, and a very feared Protoss.
NSP Genius.
Not as many fans for him.
Not as many fans here for Next Genius.
Yeah.
Now, I want to apologize briefly. I was incorrect in what I said in one of our previous games. I was actually unaware that the units could taunt.
Yes.
The Marines could taunt in this dancing.
Dance.
I actually didn't know that.
It's awesome that Blizzard added that in, I think.
I had no idea. I'm such a noob. But yeah, apparently you can make the units dance. So
it's quite a cocky move to do.
I'm going to do it. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we got barracks on the way. Very standard openers thus far.
That's right. I'm really excited to see what build Next Genius is actually going to do here. There are several different builds that you can do in Protoss vs. Terran. There's a lot of different styles you can go with. There's various cheeses, of course, but then again, there's different expansion timings with different amounts of units. Of course, one of my favorite builds in this matchup is Songho's build, where you make 4 sentries.
Oh, I love that
You don't
build.
put up with any silliness from Terran bio, and then you just kind of make Immortals and expand. I love that one, but it can be quite weak to the fast expand of Terran, so you got to be careful about that.
Meanwhile, we got our Terran player continuing to get his orbital out.
I really feel like our Protoss player, he's definitely one of the leaders of Protoss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like he's like representing the Protoss metagame right now.
Yeah, he always has. Basically, he knows about every single build, and he knows which the best ones are, and he's just always very well prepared for his games. Definitely one of the leaders to watch if you're a Protoss player out there.
And he's going to continue making Marines, by the way. Libero Prime is. I thought he would have gotten an add-on. And I really wonder if they're going to close this cafe down here, as you can see. Because the property value of this place is going to go down big time when this war breaks out.
But for now, man, there's a lot of Marines just hanging around.
Yeah, it's true. They got to stay up late, so they could get some coffee there.
Yeah, sandwich and coffee. Maybe a little deal, package them together.
If you get a little card or whatever, you get 5 coffees in a row. You get a free one down there.
I love those things.
Here's a bunker coming up here.
Yeah, I'm thinking Banshee play.
It looks like it. But
You
so
know-
that's the bunker can just be a straight up tell that you're teching.
Yeah. The thing is, if you go Banshee, normally just make Marines kind of nonstop. This is actually interesting. We may see something else here. He is making a reactor.
Yeah,
but
take a look at that.
no, it definitely could be Banshee. He's taking that second gas quite quickly, getting the factory very quickly as well. Banshee openings are always very scary for Protoss, but yeah, that's cool.
Take a look at this.
I love that, man.
There's only, wow. Okay.
Shows him
All
both
right,
gas.
I can explain this now.
Yeah.
I got it. All right. He got 2 gases. Let him scout that. As you can see here with the Terran vision. This is very important. Pay very close attention to this. He saw the 2 gases, so Terran thinks, aha, he's teching. I know what he's doing.
Yep.
He actually is only going to use one of those, and then he's just going to make a Nexus. That is why he's a genius.
That's right.
He's a Chunjae. That's Korean for genius.
Plays every angle. So Hellion's going to go over and find out that Next Genius has decided to do something completely different than what he showed. Awesome play, and I love what he's doing in his main base because we see it is going to be Banshee, but Next Genius going straight up to 3 Warp Gate plus Robo. That's how you do it, right there.
And now I'm sure the Terran is a bit confused as to what on earth happened. Nice blocking with the pylon there. And this kind of surprises Hellion is still alive, but that won't go on for much longer. There we go. I'm really impressed with what Genius did back there. That was really smart.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, this guy, he was a StarCraft 1 pro gamer on CJ Entis. He's a very good Terran player on the B team. And now, you know, being a Terran in StarCraft 1, oftentimes that'll make you want to switch races in StarCraft 2. Little did he know the Marauder would be made. But that aside, definitely one of the best Protoss players in the world. This is very interesting, though, by Libero. Actually making a siege tank.
Yeah, I
don't see that all that
I was
often.
wondering about that, actually, because the Banshee play doesn't shock me. Okay, he's actually going to get a Raven right after that.
He's going to do the tasteless build.
He's doing the tasteless build. This is not as good as the tasteless build, though.
Well, the tasteless build is Marines, a Raven, and siege tanks. But this guy,
are you telling tasteless what the tasteless build is?
I know what the tasteless build is, man. I invented it. But no, I mean, he's going to go over, harass them with the Banshee, and he's just going to try to hit a really strong siege tank Marine timing with point defense drone from the Banshee, which is going to stop any stalker fire.
When I do it, I actually get the Raven first because I want as much energy as possible.
Yeah,
that's why it's not quite the tasteless build. It's a weaker variation. Of my narcissistic build.
We'll have to see that tasteless.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna have to find out.
Trying to take out the sentry.
Oh,
and
very
he does.
nice.
And that's why it's pretty good.
That was actually very good by him.
You know, if you take out the sentries can shoot point defense drones down, and of course force fields are quite annoying. The Observer is seeing quite a bit.
Now, he wants to get this Raven in position to catch the Observer if he can.
That's right. The Observer, by the way, did see the factory with the add-on. So he absolutely knows that there's some funny rush coming. And that is why he's making so many Zealots right now, because the point defense drone will not affect those.
Now, Terran is gearing up for a heavy one-base push.
Yeah, this is quite an all-in attack.
Yeah.
Really doesn't have anything to fall back on if he doesn't kill.
I don't know if it's good to do a build like this in these positions, though.
I know, it's a cross map. I think he's trying to trick him up by going the Banshee, but the Observer real quick spotted it, and now Next Genius is getting sick macro going on.
Yeah.
Attacking just right, making the right unit compositions.
It's really good he put his Stalkers over here just to catch a drop if the player wants to drop.
Yep. This push is going to have to be handled so carefully. He is getting siege mode. Does have 2 Banshees. It's going to be very fearsome for sure.
Now, the key with a strategy like this is the point defense drone, because that's going to chew up all of the Stalker firing. Oh my god!
He knows it's all in, so he's like, all right, let's all in right, bring all my SCVs. That's the right way to all in right there.
If I had $1 for every game I didn't see an all-in with SCVs, I would not have very much money.
Yeah,
because right now for Season 3, we're seeing a lot of this.
Absolutely.
That's Protoss prepared. He does have some Immortals, but the Marines, if they can get in front of the tanks, and of course the SCVs too.
I know.
I think Next Genius might actually lose this.
I think he very well may. The SCVs are going to buffer the Zealots. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Next Genius cannot be happy with what he's seeing right there with that Observer. And 3 Banshees even as well. What he wants to do is make him waste the point defense drone somewhere else so the Stalkers can actually do damage.
Yeah.
But he has a lot, so he might be able to get rid of it pretty quickly. This is really scary, though. Here we go. Next Genius. Siege mode. Oh my, Next Genius. He might be in a lot of trouble. There's the point defense drone.
He's going to stay out of the proximity of the point defense drone.
That's right, but the Siege Tanks now are going to move up. He has plenty of time.
And this is going to be bad. Here we go. He's got to engage.
Oh man, the SCV's not really doing anything quite yet. Looks like they're on auto repair right now to just buffer hits. And those Siege Tanks are really doing a lot of damage. The Marines going up, hitting the Stalkers.
Oh man, that's going to be
man. Libero with a crazy all-in here. Next Genius, even upon scouting it, is not ready. The SCVs made a huge difference there, as well as Siege mode.
Colossus is out, but I just think there's too much of Terran everything to actually survive in this game.
The expansion is definitely gone.
And here we go. He's just moving in there, trying to get rid of this Colossus. Next Genius's control is pretty good.
Yeah, he's really cleaning up those Marines with the Colossus. That's very important. But the Siege Tanks coming up, they're going to help take out that Colossus. But still, the Stalkers may clean up the rest of this attack.
Oh my god.
And he did not even kill the Nexus before going up the ramp. So actually, all of a sudden, Next Genius is in, a good spot once again.
This point defense drone is actually still here.
The mistake here was trying to go for the kill.
Well, going up the ramp. I mean, he was trying to park himself. First of all, there's no point in doing that against a Protoss player because they have warp gates. They can warp their army anywhere. It's not like Terran where you get up there and if you're next to the factories, the barracks or whatever, you're going to kill their stuff when it comes out. You can warp it in anywhere around here.
Yeah. Now, let's take a look at the supplies here. The supplies are very similar. And if we look at the probe versus SCV count, 33 to 24, but he has 2 Nexus. He really needed to kill the other Nexus, which would have been so easy if he just didn't try to randomly go up and kill Next Genius. So, Next Genius holds on. Just a small blunder by Libero on that all-in, or he would have been very far ahead. If you just kill that Nexus, go home, you're in a great spot.
All right. Terran, I guess, is going to go for another push. Or no, he's actually going to expand. I'm surprised he sieged up right there.
Yeah, I think would be a good call. I don't know if another attack will do that much against the Colossus. It just kills Marines so badly.
I didn't actually see.
Okay. Well, he is just going to all in again.
Oh, he is. Okay. He's just going to bring more SCVs.
God, I don't know, Tasteless.
That's too bad because I thought, we were going to see a big upset in that game, but he didn't execute it correctly. He's against Protoss. You have to kill that Nexus before getting the gateways up.
Yeah, the economy of Next Genius is just flying back up. He's already up to 41 probes. And this is all going to be in the Colossus.
Yeah, he just has to protect the Colossus.
Yeah, the Thermal Lance, it's almost done, and he has another Colossus just about to pop out. So when he has 2 plus Thermal Lance, he's going to be feeling great. Even the Siege Tank Banshee should not be able to deal with that too quickly. There we go, another Colossus out. Thermal Lance still pumping.
Almost done. He can buy time. Terran Siege Tanks aren't in range of the buildings yet. He doesn't have to engage.
Next Genius semi-engaging there, trying to get some hits on those Marines.
He's doing what he didn't do
Thermal
before.
Lance is done.
And I wouldn't be surprised at all if he just goes for the kill right now.
Yeah, just put your Zealots in front to absorb some hits. Walk right in there. It's time, Next Genius. And here we go. He goes in there, and the Colossus clean up these SCVs quite quickly. And the Stalkers just spread out, killing the Banshees. It looks like Next Genius is going to be able to clean this up, and we should be seeing a GG momentarily.
There it is. GG. Interesting game. You know that Next Genius, well, we can see it right now.
Yeah, man, he even wiped his forehead there.
He is sweating.
He was like, oh, man, I almost lost it. And Libero was like, I almost got you with my crazy all-in.
Tense moment for Next Genius.
Yeah.
He was, he could have lost that. It was almost like it wasn't just Next Genius's amazing play that allowed him to win that. It was actually Libero Prime's mistake.
Yeah. He should have stayed down, killed the Nexus, and then he actually could have expanded.
Yeah.
And been in a pretty good spot because he had all his tech up. He had good production facilities.
Yeah.
you know, his economy was recovering. They had very similar probe SCV numbers after that attack.
That's true.
But, you know, sometimes you get overzealous, try to do more than you can actually do with an attack.
That's true. You know, one thing that we can learn from that is, you know, it's more important against Protoss than against a Terran to kill that Nexus.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if you're Terran the command center. Because with Terran, you can, as I said in the game, park your army next to the barracks. You know, usually Terran make their barracks in a clump. You put your army right there. As the Marines, Marauders, Reapers, whatever, pop out, you just shoot them down and kill them right there.
Yeah.
You can't really do that to a Protoss player because he has warp gates. He warps stuff in anywhere.
Yeah.
The only way to stop that would be to kill all the warp gates. But you know what's faster than killing 4 or 5 warp gates? Is to kill the Nexus.
Yeah, absolutely. He could have very simply killed it. He had a lot of Marines left, a lot of SCVs left. He had a lot of everything left. It's when he went up the ramp and tried to battle, you know, 5 Stalkers and a Colossus with, you know, just Marines and stuff. It's
Marines
like, well,
and SCV is like
Libero, I don't know.
Turns out Colossus is pretty good against that. By the way, our next map is Zelnaga Caverns. I think I've heard of this map before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. This is going to be a harder map for Next Genius than that last one. You know, he was very far positions, really played into his strengths. He is a very great macro player. He was a very mechanical StarCraft 1 Terran pro gamer, and that's the ultimate mechanics. If you are trained StarCraft 1 Terran, your mechanics are the best.
Well, Terran versus Zerg in StarCraft 1 was so hard because you had so many barracks to make out of that. You do have really good mechanics. Let's get ready for this game.